Oh, totally cool.
I'm only here today, though.
Well, I'm going to be working on this all day today, and I'm going to finish with it probably in the next couple of hours. But yeah, feel free to come back and check it out.
Yeah, I definitely will. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Wow.
I'm Kenneth.
Oh.
Oh, so your name tags didn't lie.
Yeah, it actually is.
I finally put my name when I got my shield badge. If you haven't done it, it's
you guys familiar
short
with the
behind over by 4th and Michigan.
Can't wait till the season comes out.
Right? Corner of the Metreon.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it all weekend. Free, just a little bit of a line, you go in.
It's not like
they take your picture, you get yourself a badge.
There's a movie, the Time Traveler's Wife. That was like the creepiest movie in the world.
That's what I hear,
I was just like, oh. So you met her when she was a little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's different if you met her when she's a full-grown woman than you see her when she's a little girl. Yeah.
This is creepy all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a really interesting story with her, and
I guess you can.
kind of really, the attitude of the character kind of was very inspirational
In
too.
the past, they never really played around with the timelines as much.
Great shirt.
They've really been messing around with it.
Thanks.
When did you start working on this morning?
I did the drawing before I left the studio, and this morning I kind of like finished up, finalized the drawing and everything, and started like. Huh?
You're local?
No, I'm actually from Atlanta.
Okay.
All the lines that you use, are they water soluble?
They're not water soluble, but these markers, when they get wet, especially if they get wet, right after I put them down, they kind of soften a little bit. So it kind of blends with the watercolors.
That looks like $30.
How's it going, dude?
I'm doing fine about yourself, man.
I'm hanging in there, man.
Hopefully enjoying your Saturday so far.
Oh, dude, I'm painting, so I'm good.
So how do you, so watercolor, it's one of those mediums where if you do it right, it looks fantastic, but it's also like you can mess up. It's just tough, because when you work with oil or acrylic, you can go over it and mess with it.
Yeah.
I hate watercolor, but if you do it right, it looks amazing.
Well, the cool thing about it is with watercolor. And the thing about this is the way that I'm doing this is not like a straight watercolor. This is kind of a mixed medium, so I'm using a little bit of watercolor, primarily watercolors, but there's a little bit of acrylic in there also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to get it.
Oh, in your paints?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's smart idea.
It's a background with that. That's to die for.
Yeah, watercolors. You know,
Yeah.
Alex Ross,
Oh, yeah.
how he does it?
Well, the thing about it is Alex also uses a lot of gouache.
The black and white before?
That one's kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
Because watercolors on their own, they're good, but they almost don't have a nice bottom to it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Kind of light, no matter.
yeah, so a lot of the guys that do watercolor stuff, we also like to add like something else in there to kind of like give it a little weight.
Right. And how do you pick your color choices for this? You just go for it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm setting this up to base everything off of her red hair. So I'm kind of like using a slight turquoise on this, you know, greens, purples. So everything's going to be set up on that red orange. And so what I'm doing is I'm kind of setting my color wheel up. So my colors, like if you look at the color wheel, this main column is going to be my red orange down here and kind of turquoise blue up here, but I also get to use these colors next to I get to use these colors next to the turquoise. So that means I can kind of move into some slight blues, and I get to move into you know, some slight purples. And on the other side, I can move a little bit into the greens. You know, as long as I don't use a whole lot of colors surrounding the red orange. So the only thing that's going to be warm on here is going to be the red orange. And I'm going to, yeah, and I'm going to use that red orange for the hair. I'm going to use that red orange slightly neutralized for her flesh tones. Okay. So everything else on the whole piece is going to be in that cool range. And what's nice is if I'm doing that, I'm set. You know, I don't have to worry about, you know, any of the other colors. I know that red orange is going to be pure. Everything else is going to be neutralized a little bit.
That's a lot of thought.
Huh?
That's a lot of thought going on the painting.
Well, actually, the cool thing about it is, it's like you think about it a little bit up front, and then you just forget about it.
And as you go in, it just
paints.
Watercolor, if you do it right, it looks amazing. But I mean, and I'm sure you've had pieces too where you do it and something doesn't
$30.
Yeah, yeah. That's the game with them. Is like with watercolors, you almost have to have the attitude of, well, I'm not gonna paint with watercolors. I'm gonna collaborate with them.
Right.
You know, and I'm gonna suggest what the watercolor does. And if the watercolor agrees, it'll do it. If it doesn't, well, maybe I made the wrong choice.
Make sure it dries right and just
cool. But yeah, I mean, at this stage, it's just fun. I mean, it's just having a ball with it. You know, the cool thing is as long as you're keeping your highlights preserved, you're good to go.
That's the other thing too, man. Once you put watercolor down, it's tough to get it back up. I mean, you can get it back up, but it's...
Oh yeah, you pretty much have to kind of go, okay, well, there's my highlight right there.
Yeah, and work around.
And I got to leave it alone from now on.
And getting straight edges like on the blank spots in the background. I don't know, watercolor stuff.
Well, that's the thing is with that, I'm doing that stuff with this. I'm not even using watercolors on that. Yeah, that's the whole thing is I'm a brutal cheater, man. It's like I will not use watercolors to do something that watercolors are not suited for.
So you're going to be working on this all day?
Yeah, I'm going to be kind of like taking this in for a landing, you know, kind of setting things up and going with it. So yeah, I'm going to be here all day with it.
Well,
I probably got a few hours on it.
Good luck to you.
All right, man.
Do you have a business card?
No, I'm lame. You know, I usually don't end up, you know, carrying business cards or anything like that with me. But like you can get in touch with me. There's a Yahoo address in there, and